Oh.
Hello, moin. Welcome to another video. Here we have our winner, the FX500 Tour 2023. In this video we're going to explore this racket a lot further. We're going to delve into its attributes, technology behind it, and a lot more. But first, a tip from Coach Blake.
I thought I just went up under.
And Steve features again. Steve actually liked the FX500 the most out of all the rackets, as you might have seen last time. It actually reminds him a bit of the RF97. He enjoyed the stability, but also that it was a bit more of a lightweight version than the RF97. A lot more easier to swing through. So what is so good about the FX500? Why did it win out? Well, firstly, the forehand. The forehand with this racket can be hit very effortlessly, powerfully, and at the same time gives you a certain degree of control and good feel. The next point I found about this racket was the playability. The playability with this racket is one of the best out of all the rackets I've used so far. It's very easy to pick this up and just start playing any kind of games, sets, matches, and you probably could use this for tournaments. You don't have to hit all out.
Wow. Thanks to it's got good spin.
Being said, I like Kirschbaum just as much, if not more. Here we're using Silingo Hyper-G round. So continuing on, another night, another court, and we have another hitter. As you know, Stuart features quite a lot in videos, and here he's featuring again. Now, to continue on, what I would like to mention here is that with this very racket, you also get quite a lot of good feel, despite being very much a power racket, and there's a decent amount of stability. I'll go over that later on, why you get that stability. Now, the serves were quite reasonable with this racket. In general, all three Dunlops did well with the serves, and that wasn't the weak point. Now, the backhand was not compromised. However, I felt it was a bit average on slices. It was just a bit average on backhands in general, but the backhand roll for the one-hand backhand was certainly better than you're feeling like you got on the slice. So it was very close between the FX and CX, but at the same time both were very different. Now, what I mentioned here before is that you don't have to hit all out. This is not due to laziness. At all. People may get a bad idea that people who like power rackets are seeking this because they just want to have easy power, and that's not the case. Often you're seeking about this to be able to get more from a racket, to be able to add to what you already do. Now, where this racket fell down was purely on the backhand side, and to some degree the odd kind of feel I got with this. The backhand is something which may work for the two-handers, but on the one-hander it was passable but not great, and the slices were at times very just odd to hit with, very dinky, very shallow. But for the forehands, it was very good. Power boost technology is not so new for Dunlop, but at the same time, it's an important thing to mention. What it is you have the aerodynamic profile of the racket. So as you can see there, he's holding that part which is more the throat, and you have a wider throat, as you can see from all these images. And when you have a wider throat and you have an aerodynamic profile, you gain both quickness through the air and a set of. This is one thing about the FX and the SX that they have that's going well for them. And I feel that for the FX, they have a lot more stability than the SX. So how does the FX500 Tour 2023 stack up against all the other rackets I've tried? I would say it's unique. It's not like what people think it is. It's somewhat like a Yonex C-Zone 98 in that you have a controllable power frame, but at the same time it can be used on both types of backhands. I would say the Yonex C-Zone is a bit more favourable to a one-hand backhand, and to some degree a good slice, whilst the Dunlop gives you a lot more controllable forehands. It gives you a lot more powerful forehands in both those two respects. And I think it does quite well on the serves. So I would say it's just unique compared to the others. You can't really put it in comparison. As stock form, it's not as good as the Head Extreme Tour or the Babolat Pure Strikes on the backhand or the backhand slices. Compared to the Wilson shifts, you don't get as much spin, but you definitely get similar kind of plow through forehand power that you do get the head speeds MPN, but a lot more controllable. On serves, it's on a similar level to the Extreme Tour, but I think it's a little bit better. Kick serves, I like the Extreme Tour a bit more, for obvious reasons. It's not as good at serves as compared to the shifts or the head speed. And Babolat Pure Strike, I think, again, has a little bit over it on this part. On volleys, it's up there with the Head Extreme Tour so far. It's better than the shifts somewhat. On slices, I think this is the worst, one of the worst winners so far. But its forehand, it really speaks out to me. It is better than the Head Extreme Tour on the forehand. For modification, I would go with a more headlight setup and have it slightly heavier, but it is playable as is.
Oh.